What is up, Cahir Club? Welcome back to another CahirLIVE live stream. How goes it? I hope everybody's had a wonderful, wonderful start to their week. It is Monday. Sorry, I got nosy. Yeah, it is Monday, which means we are back with more shiny hunting, a little bit of shiny hunting. Hello, Spectral. Hello, Jellu. Hello, Brugger. Clash Royale. Where cart? Where cart? I mistagged the stream? Somewhere? I'm so confused. Where Mario Kart is? Oh! Hee ha! I get it. The Clash Royale laugh. It's not the correct kind of Monday. That's the truth of the matter. It's got to be the right kind of Monday. It's complicated. It's a complicated mathematical equation that I have to run, you know? Like, I'm in the laboratory for hours figuring out when the next Mario Kart Monday can be. It's like predicting the next eclipse, or blue moon, or boner. Alright, the only Monday I believe in is not Monday. Interesting. Hello, Rob, how goes it? I hope that your week has gotten off to a good start. You're under the water. You want to get out of there, I think. It's not great under the water. Anyway, I've got a lot of Croagunk to release. I was going to be like, I know what I'll do. I'll release a bunch of Croagunk while I'm waiting. While I'm, what's it called? Or I'm waiting for people to arrive, and now everyone's here already. Everyone's already here. Which, is great! I'm really happy to see you. You know. But, means my plan's kind of gone out the water, and I have, like, so many fucking Croagunk you don't even understand how many of these fucking Croagunk I have to release. Look how many of them. And, like, this is just, like, the overflow, right? Like, this is, like, cleaning up the water around the big water tank. And I still have to drink all the water in the water tank. Pies will help. What kind of pie are we talking about? Pie. Maybe some Life of. Love that film. Big fan. Number 1. I was going to say top 10. No, it's my favorite film of all time. Top 10. Yeah, I guess, Cahir. Life of Pi is in your top 10 movies. Oh, they're missing Pixel because Plez turns into pies. Rob, that's so smart and intelligent. You should become Albert Einstein. You should travel back in time and become Albert Einstein. Don't insult your favorite movie. Jelly, you're on YouTube, not Twitter. Just so we're on the same page right now, you're on YouTube, not Twitter.com. Twitter.com, no, not that. YouTube. Apologies. You don't know what movie, and you haven't watched it, but you'll defend it regardless. Wait, what movie are you defending? I'm so confused. The only movie that's been brought up is my favorite movie of all time. Which you don't need to defend because I'm gassing it up. So unless you've invented a hypothetical movie that is your favorite, specifically to start discourse. Hypothetical. Don't want to go with the Minecraft movie for now. They should have just adapted The Island. The Minecraft Isekai book. I might read that at some point. You know? The Minecraft Isekai book. Because obviously it's probably one of the best books of all time. There are other books I need to read first, though, you know? Getting started on the dictionary. Just finish the dictionary. Any books you'd recommend for someone who's just finished the dictionary? The thesaurus, to be fair, you know? Like, you get through the dictionary, that's like, wow, that's interesting. The thesaurus is like the sequel to the dictionary when you think about it. Like, when you think about it, the thesaurus is like... Because all the words get, like, new forms, right? Isn't that cool? But I'm guessing that's not the case, but... Dictionary for different languages. That's a pretty good bet, honestly. That's like a... I could get behind that. I'm guessing, like, you don't mean, like an English to French dictionary, though. I'm guessing you mean, like, just the French dictionary. I guess that's the issue with the dictionary. Is you can't just, like, if you met someone who didn't know, like, any languages at all, you can't just give them the dictionary, because they fundamentally need to know words. Why didn't you release those frogs off stream? Well, you see, I forgot that they were here. I forgot about them until about 2 minutes before I started and I booted up Pokemon Sword. You know? I boosted up Pokemon Sword, realized, oh fuck, I have so many Croagunk that I haven't released. I know what I'll do. While I wait for people to arrive, while people join the stream and come in and like, hello, Cahir, I'll release the Croagunk, forgetting that that's not really how things go ever. Actually, I think most of the time people arrive for the beginning of stream and then leave a little bit into it, you know. So it would have been better to like release a few of them and then do the rest of the releasing later. But hindsight's 50-50, so... I wonder if anyone has done that, learning language based on a dictionary. There was that one guy who entered, like, a French Scrabble competition, or something like that. It was, like, a word game, one of the word games, but it was, like, French. And he studied the French dictionary. He didn't learn any French, he just studied the dictionary, so he knew all the words, so like he knew all the words he needed to know to do well at the game, but he didn't really understand what they meant. Which isn't learning a language based off of a dictionary, now that I think about it for more than 5 seconds, so I haven't answered your question. You're welcome. But again, I'd say it'd be pretty difficult to, right? Because dictionaries are in alphabetical order, but they describe the words with words. Right? So if you don't already know at least like a basic level of the language... I think this is right. Yeah, I think I had 3 to begin with. Yeah, I did. So like those... I guess I could check the date. Didn't he? He did win. To be clear, he did win. He did not learn any French, though. He just memorized all the words. Like, do not get me wrong. That is a very, like, talented thing to do. Smart thing to do. You know, I can't entirely slate him on it. But, like, do you think afterwards he went to learn French? Because, like, you know the basics at that point, right? You know all the words, you just gotta put meanings to them. And I guess grammar, too. That's why they don't introduce languages to you like that. I think it would be funny if schools just put a dictionary down in front of you when you were learning a language and were like, memorize all these words, we'll be back in a month after you finish memorizing them all, and then we'll teach you, like, everything else about the language. Gotta pick something, if he memorized all the stuff that he needed. I mean, like, again, a language isn't just its words, though. It's the, like, fundamental sentence structure, right? Like, French as a language isn't grammatically all that dissimilar to English. But I'd say it's dissimilar enough that if you try to talk French using English grammatical rules, you'd sound like a fucking moron. If you know the words, it's enough for someone who speaks the language to understand you, though. Definitely. Vaguely. You make a point. But also, like, I guess it depends if he memorized the meanings at all, right? Because, like, fundamentally, he could have just memorized the words. Like, there's no obligation in Scrabble to know the meaning of the word that you're putting down, right? Like, what's the use of knowing what they mean? If you don't know what you're saying, then you don't know the language. Like, if you just know a bunch of, like, words in the game, I don't think there is a use of knowing what they mean in the game. So he fundamentally didn't need to know what the words meant. Like, so maybe he did pick up a word or two based off of, like, the fact that we borrowed a lot of words from French during that time when we were ruled by the French. Although they've been, like, chopped and changed and into more British grammatical rules. Like, into more, like, English grammatical rules. Like, I think there's, like, some stuff that you could figure out by vague similarities. What languages do people here speak? I only speak English. I did an English presentation on Minionese once, and the conclusion was, there's not really a firm rule to how minions speak. I think they just say random shit in other languages. I remember, like, one of the parts, we figured they go, like, when they're all sitting down to have their, like, minion wine, they go, like, kanpai, which I think is Japanese for cheers. And, like, that is, like, true for so much of what the minions say. They just speak in other languages. Like, whenever a minion says shit, they speak in another language for a bit. And it'll be a different language the next time they open their fucking yellow mouths. Stupid Tic Tacs. Banana is banana. True enough. I think there's a thing where if the other person doesn't know the word, you have to look it up. But I guess you use a dictionary for that. That's why learning it is a good way to win. But then again, like, you don't need to know the meaning of the word for that. Instead of carrying Google Translate, instead of Google Translate, I would start carrying around a dictionary and search up the word. Yeah, that's an effective measure, I think. Just hope it's not got, like, a silent letter at the beginning. Or, like, vague. Like, There was a word I learned recently, and I was not sure. Was it, like, foible? Foible! Like, if I say foible... So we have 3 that we need to get rid of here. So you have 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10. Huh? Oh, yeah. I'm an idiot. Okay. If I release these guys, now we're, like, back on track. Why exactly 30? Why exactly 30 what? Oh, Croagunk. I was so confused because I was like, well, you can't be asking me about the box stuff. And that answers the question equally well, Jello. How much is in a Pokemon PC box? In a PC box in the Pokemon world, how many? Can you, like... You have a wild guess. You mean you don't just implicitly know? You never count? Why would you ever count them to know how many Pokemon that you could keep? You know? Anyway, yeah, I want a box of Croagunk. I think I'll probably end up with more, given that I want one in every Pokeball. I think I'll end up with a little bit over. I think there are like 30-something Pokeballs I can actually capture Croagunk in. You got to go. Fair enough, Brugger. I hope you have a great rest of your day. But, yeah, I think that's like 30-something. Because there's the Kurt Balls, obviously. We've got to capture Croagunk in Kurt's Balls. We've already got the Sport Ball one. There's the Pokey, Great, Ultra, Master, and Premier, which is 5. And then there's, like, the other, like, balls you can buy from shops. Like Net, and Heal, and Quick, and Dusk, and Timer. And then, obviously, there's all the Legends Arceus Pokeballs. There are 9 you can actually capture Croagunk in Legends Arceus. Obviously, you can't capture it in the special Red Ball. I don't believe you can get not Premier, Cherish Ball Croagunk without hacking, unfortunately. Same with Park Ball Croagunk, but that's mostly because the Park Ball doesn't fucking exist as an actual Pokeball you can catch Pokemon in. The park ball is just like a placeholder ball to represent whatever ball you actually have the Pokemon in. This seriously does seem like pretty abusive parenting, huh? Come again? You can bait a child and abandon it within a few seconds. Look. How do I put this? If I want that natural Harmonia Gropacy, I gotta be like, I've released so many Pokemon, man. So many. You don't even know how many Pokemon I've released. And as long as I'm not interrogated on it, as long as he doesn't interrogate me on it, that's fine. You know? You understand where I'm coming from? Croagunk over population crisis. I think we should start pelting people who do like the shiny hunting poke racism. I think we should start pelting people who do that with rocks. Personally. Like, call it a hot take, you know. But, as long as I've been online, that joke has been a thing. I don't think it's ever been funny. Alright. Has that ever stopped you? I mean, it's never stopped me either, to be fair. Not from making that joke in particular, just funniness in general. You get a free pass this time, but next time... You know that, like, scene from Attack on Titan? And, like, the Beast Titan crushes that rock in his fist and bombards that town. There are a few scenes in Attack on Titan. There actually are. I was rewatching it recently. Like, there are. I wasn't rewatching it recently, that's a lie. I keep contemplating rewatching it. I've been watching, I think, his Krotos Mystery Shacks retrospectives on, like, every episode. Which is really opening my eyes to things I didn't notice. Or just straight up forgot, because I haven't seen the series in, about 4 years. Probably longer, actually. I remember in breaks in college, I would boot up the episodes of Season 3 when they released. There are a lot of things I just watched in college, like, in between classes. Steven Universe, Attack on Titan. I've named 2. That was that phase where we were in the Minecraft phase. And I remembered that I AFK'd in class. Like, I booted up the Minecraft realm. Because, like, the college's Wi-Fi stuff. We could join the realm, but for some reason... Yeah, it was a Minecraft realm, but for some reason, like, the college blocked, like, actual servers. Like, if we bought a server, it wouldn't work. But because it was a realm, for some reason it let us onto that. It's just it didn't let us load the skins. No skins were loaded. But we were still allowed to join. So, like, between classes, we'd just play, and I'd, like, often just AFK during class. Like, I'd be doing other shit, and just in the background, I'd be... I'd be farming up chicken in Minecraft. With my automatic chicken farm. Can't believe you're in college when Attack on Titan was airing. I'm talking about... I think Season 3 Part 2. What was the air dates of the Attack on Titan seasons? Let me look at this. Okay, no, these are awards. Oh, but it's not like a proper... IMDb might have what I need. IMDb might have what I need. Wow, it's really hard to figure out the season release dates of this shit, huh? Aha, here we go. Here we go. So, Season 3 aired in 2018, late 2018, so July to October, and then 2019, April to July. So... I started college just after Season 2 finished airing. I remember now! I was revising for my GCSEs and decided to watch all of Attack on Titan. It was like during that period of time when I watched the first season of Attack on Titan. Was as I was revising for my GCSEs. In fact, maybe not as I was revising, it might have been before then, because Season 2 started airing on April 1st of 2017, and I was there to watch along with that. I was watching that as it aired. So I'm guessing Season 3, maybe even both parts, I might have been watching in college. There was every chance that both parts I was watching in college. And then, like, obviously, Season 4 aired in 2020. Late 2020. So I was not in college then. Unsurprisingly. You might be younger than I imagined. I'm 23. It's not that old. There's not information I'm coy about. I'm very open on how old I am, and it's not. What a twist, even though I've heard that a few times already. How old do you think I am? I'm not sure I want to know the answer to that, actually. Now that I think about it for more than a second, I'm not... This might be like a can of worms I'd rather not open. It was funny, because when I worked retail, obviously I ended up working with a bunch of 16-year-olds, because, you don't have to pay them as much, and I think management really liked that. And they thought I looked, like, kind of nebulously, like, maybe, like, youngish. Like, they couldn't pin down my age. Which I always found funny. I was, like, not all that great at shaving back then. Like, my facial hair doesn't grow. Well, the Avatar literally looked middle-aged and apparent. I just don't think that's true. I just... I don't see it. I think he probably looks a bit older than I am. Especially when I was using the model, but... I just put talent away. That's not what I want to do. Talonflame doesn't go away. Talonflame stays on the team. Anyway. Felt like I was going to say something and I forgot. Alright, yeah, I was going to complain about breaking my hairbrush. Obviously, it's a hairbrush. Hair accumulates in it. I tried to take the hair out of it, and I ripped the front off of it. And I'm still finding, like... I don't know what they're called. I don't know the names of the little, like, brush... sticky bits. But, like, I'm still just finding those across the floor, which is really annoying. But I also just don't have a hairbrush now, so I'm gonna have to get that. Which is vaguely irritating, you know. Very annoying. Like, it was an old hairbrush, to be fair. Like, this is not a young hairbrush. This is a very old hairbrush. But, I'd rather it not be broken all the same, you know? I probably should have, like, committed to buying a new one a lot sooner. Because, like, it fundamentally has been falling apart. Like, a fully intact hairbrush, that thing is not. Was not. It's not anymore. That's for fucking certain. I ripped the front off of it. But, is it like airbrush age when you should buy a new one? Give me a moment. No, where is it? It's just pictures of hair. It's not what I want to see. There was this one, like, foul one. If I just type it in like this, am I gonna... It's like, that was a bad one. Was it like... No... Was it this one? No, that's not that bad. Like, each spoke was, like, so crusty, it was crazy. And I really want to show that, because it'd be gross. But, sorry, I got distracted by someone on r/genealogy saying they found their, like, dead grandmother's hairbrush and they wanted to use his hair for DNA. Like, the hair on it for DNA. And that... Anyway. I failed to find... Wait, maybe there's, like, a... Did I close the tab? No, I didn't. Maybe there's like a better... I can't find it, and it's irritating me. Because it was like, it was grim. It was not a nice hairbrush, but no, today, you're saved. There is no disgusting hairbrushes for me to show you on the internet. It's just now wedged in my Google search history. Can't wait for Amazon to start showing me old hairbrushes. Like, it's kind of crazy how quick that shit loops back around. Like, it's been a while since I've been, like... I guess it's not. Like, whenever, like, I Google flights, like, once on a whim, right? If I'm like, what if I go here? And, like, I Google flights, like, a couple of times on a whim, because I think there's a chance I might go somewhere. Like, all of a sudden, like, Google's just like, flights? You want to go on flights? And it's not just, like, Google, it's, like, Twitter. And Reddit, and YouTube, and it's, like, fucking all of it. And it's like, please. My fucking data, don't do that with it. Like, I get why people think that shit listens to them, because it's so pervasive. Genuinely, like... It's not a nice part about the internet, just, like... looking a thing up and all of a sudden Google's like, you want this? You haven't really noticed that. I used to be, like, vaguely aware of it as a concept, but not really, like, that affected by it. Like, I used to be in the same boat, but, like, it definitely... There'll come a time when you want something specific. When you, like, properly go on a hunt for something like plane tickets or, like, a house. And it'll really, like, drill in that... Like, I think generally, like, I have not fallen victim to it, but, like, sometimes it just rears its head and it's like, oh. And I'm reminded everything I fucking do on the internet is logged. Like, it's one of those things, right? It's like... I'm not that popular, and that's a good thing, because if I was that popular... I wonder how good and effective my trail will have been covered up, right? Why did you stop at the beginning of the song? Like... The... The song stopping has entirely derailed my train of thought, so I might just move on. Have I played Prince of Persia Lost Crown? No, I have not. I don't think I've played any Prince of Persia games. I remember the movie came out, and there were loads of Lego sets, but I wasn't all that interested in any of them. Getting DLC. Oh, nice. Hopefully it is good. Hopefully you enjoy it. I'm guessing this is topical on your front. Then again, you do keep on bringing up the Mr. Beast drama, having not, like, watched any videos on it. So I'd say there's a solid 30% chance this is a game you've just never played. Like, worryingly... A worryingly high percent chance. It's one of your favorite games. Okay, good, good, good. Well, I hope you enjoy it. when the DLC releases. Okay, so we won't be refreshing boxes at 900 at this rate. We'll be doing it at 810, 860, and 930. Which is in 1 hour. Hardly wants to have the refresh at 900, but... Wait, no, I don't think the refresh would be at 900. Unless, no, 900 does go into 60, I'm wrong, I think. Yeah, no, I must be wrong. Because 30 goes into 60, it's 5 times. So, 60 probably goes into 90. Because that must be 15 times? Yeah. So technically, like, I'm no longer on my 60 times tables anymore. Which is... Sure, I guess it's fine, honestly. I think I might be 3 behind, honestly, but, like, oh well. We're so variable odds, it doesn't really matter. The gist of this hunt is, it's taken way too fucking long. Like... I think at this point, the hunt that's probably going to take the longest after this one is, like, the Brilliant Diamond Shining Pearl Safari Zone hunting. Where I'm going to be looking for Shiny Croagunk in the Safari Zone of Brilliant Diamond Shining Pearl. I don't even think it's available every day is the issue. I'm unsure how BDSP are with, like, date changing. Because Scarlet and Violet are pretty good in the grand scheme of things, right? You change the date and Scarlet Violet responds pretty well to it. It'll update all of its shit and all that stuff instead of, like, locking you out of it for a day. Which, obviously shit like Tomodachi Life and Animal Crossing does do. It entirely locks you out of so many features for, like, just the time you change the date. Wait, does Animal Crossing? I feel like Animal Crossing does. Because I know, like, time traveling is, like, a big thing in Animal Crossing to get shit done quicker, but, like, I feel like it does fuck with shops and stuff, doesn't it? Yeah, I never saw the point of that in Animal Crossing. Yeah, no, I think I did it a couple of times. But, I think I did it a couple of times, but, not in New Horizons. I didn't do it in New Horizons. Like, I get the urge to make things happen quicker, but that's just kind of not in the Animal Crossing spirit. Like, Animal Crossing is a game you're meant to come back to every single day and slowly progress at, right? And I think that's one of the reasons why New Horizons isn't remembered fondly. Because as much as it released at a good time, it released at a bad... Like, it released at a good time for people's mental health, but it released at a bad time for people to experience it as a game. I like Animal Crossing, of course. Back in 2020, when Animal Crossing released, I, made a new Discord profile because a lot of my lecturers could see it because I was on a games design course. So a lot of my lecturers and a lot of my classmates were like all privy to my Discord account. So I changed it to good student not playing Animal Crossing, which I guess isn't that funny a joke now I say it out loud, but I found it funny at the time. I got a compliment from my lecturer on it. He was like, "Cahir, I like your username." I got so many money. Honestly, like, I am so close to starting a new Animal Crossing save. Like, what even is Cahir? What does that mean? But yeah, I'm this close to starting a new Animal Crossing save and streaming it. I put Talonflame away. That sounded a little bit rude, but like, what does it mean? Oh, Cahir means warrior. It's a name that means warrior. Which made more sense when I was Cahir the Legendary Adventurer. The orange guy. Less sense now, but like, I don't know. Not that I dislike it when people do it, but one of the things I find vaguely funny, amusing, weird in the VTube community is so often do people rebrand their, like, entire shit, you know? They take everything about their brand, like, upend it, new thing. New model, new name, new everything. So sometimes you're just scrolling on Twitter and you're like, who the fuck is this? And you spend like an hour scrolling through their Twitter trying to figure out desperately who they are through like their unfunny posts. And like hopping on like random meme trends. Generally that's how you find out who it was. It was a random meme trend they hopped on a month ago. So I decided to keep a lot of my branding pretty consistent. Like, it's stuck too much in my head is the issue. Like, CahirLIVE now has, like, a ring to it for me. I don't know if it does for anyone else. I don't know if it's actually a good username. But CahirLIVE is, like, a... In my head, I'm like, yeah, that's a brand. You know? That's, like, my brand. That's me. Capiche? Oh. What are the chances on these? 1 in 512. So we are over odds. The issue is like, Animal Crossing is one of those games where I don't have the DLC. And I feel like I should. Like New Horizons is. It's one of those games where, like, Zuba, how goes it? I hope that your week has gotten off to a good start. I do have Scarlet and Violet, yes, but today I'm shiny hunting on Sword and Shield. A lot of this shiny hunt is taking place on Scarlet and Violet, to be fair. You have a gift. I'm not sure she noticed, but I'm doing something. I appreciate the gesture, but no thank you. Alright. But yeah, like, I get weird, like, when additional content is added to a thing. Like, if a game gets DLC and shit, and then I go back to the game, I'm like, oh, but I don't have the DLC. I'm not getting, like, the experience. You know? Like, it was the main reason I didn't play Xenoblade Chronicles 2 for so long. It was because I was like, oh, but I don't have the DLC. Should I play it now when I don't have the DLC? And then I eventually just bit the bullet. I was like, why do I give a shit so much? But the issue is I'd be streaming Animal Crossing, which isn't an actual issue, but is an issue for my, like, weird, like, oh, but I don't have the full thing. I'm also aware that there are some actually, like, good, useful features in the DLC that you can access. I've also considered playing older Animal Crossing games, but I've realized, like, I can do shit like invite you guys to my island if I do the new one. I probably shouldn't get it yet, though, because, what's it called? I think my next, like, for myself purchase in that kind of way is probably going to be the new Zelda game in September. So I do want to get that. I'm still contemplating playing Tears of the Kingdom when that releases. So on one hand, I feel like maybe it would do badly, and that's a horrible idea. But on the other hand, like, new Zelda game, people don't want to watch the new Zelda game because they don't want to get spoiled, so they watch the old Zelda game. Is that Zelda game coming out in September? It is. It is. It's a very, like, loose, close, release to... No, announcement to release game. Which I appreciate, honestly. I can get behind that. Love the Link's Awakening style. It is a really nice style. Like... I think if BDSP had more accurately hit it, it would have looked really nice. Because it felt like that's what they were going for. It felt like that was the vibe they wanted the games to have. But they kind of missed the mark a bit. But yeah, no, I fucking love the Link's Awakening style. Link's Awakening was the first 2D style Zelda I beat. I think it was the second Zelda game I ever beat, now that I think about it. I played other Zelda games, other than just Breath of the Wild, Tears of the Kingdom, and Link's Awakening. But I've not actually beaten any of them. Which I need to get around to doing at some point. They tried too much to be like, the OG game while being modern. Yeah, no, definitely. Like, I'll be interested to see if we get any more remakes. And if we do, how they'll handle it. I wouldn't be surprised if we end up pivoting more closer to Legends games. Maybe we'll get, like, a, another, like, Let's Go-ish style game, but... I do think it would be nice to get more remakes, but... I guess my thought is... I think Legends... like, especially seeing how ZA is going to do things, like... ZA could be an entire, like... uprooting and change to, like, what we know in Legends Arc, and what we've, like, known a Legends game could be in Legends Arceus, right? There's every chance that a Legends game is something, like, entirely different. Instead of it just being, like, oh, it's, like, a reinterpretation of this game's plot in the past. It could be, like, trying to find the words. Even if it's different, it could still be super good. Oh no, definitely. That's what I'm trying to say, though. Like, there's no chance that a Legends game is just, like, a reimagining of the game in the past.
Hey.
Hello, Mango. How goes it? I hope that your week has gotten off to a good start. Well, apparently we might be getting Switch 2 info in this next Direct. It wouldn't surprise me. I'm guessing it releases next year and we're getting to the end of this one. But when's the next Direct? But, brain. I'd rather they reimagine regions and areas that we already know with new content and stories than just remake games that already exist. I think while I would appreciate them using either the Nintendo Online stuff more, or even just straight up porting that shit to more modern consoles, I'd rather like stuff like Legends Arceus than just a regular remake of a game I could play already. You know? Like, Platinum's... Like, I get it with the first 3 generations, because the first 3 generations, Pokemon was still finding its footing, but I feel like by Generation 4, Pokemon kind of had an identity and knew what it wanted to be, right? Like, I'd say that argument could be by Gen 3 it knew that, but by Gen 4, definitely, it knew what it wanted to be. I'd rather... Like, we never revisit regions. The only time we've ever revisited a region in a new light is Gold and Silver and their remakes, right? Arguably Oraz, because it showed us a different side of Hoenn, more Mega Evolution infused, but it was still fundamentally the Hoenn that we knew before, right? Legends Arceus has shown us an entirely different side of Sinnoh that we just didn't know about before, and Legends ZA is well on track to doing that for Kalos. Instead of just showing us a game that we've already played, I'd rather they flesh out the massive world this franchise is set in, right? Like, I agree with the idea and current, like, vibe of, like, oh, every new generation is set in a new region based on a new real life, like, a new real-world place, right? Vibe with that. That's great. But we fundamentally never go back to places we've already visited unless we're just redoing the same one we've already, like, redoing what we've already done before, right? Like, there's more stories you could tell in each corner of the Pokemon world. Like... there was no real reason to bring Mega Evolution back in Alola. We were lucky they did, but the only real new lore we got about it was through the Pokedex. And it's lore most people don't really like anyway. But it wasn't about, like, Mega Evolution itself. Legends ZA has the opportunity to give us more lore about Mega Evolution, right? That's my thoughts. Whereas if it was just an XY remake, we probably wouldn't be getting that. We might get, like, some tidbits, but, like, this has an opportunity to show us a whole new angle of it all, right? Like, we found out a lot more about Arceus, Dialga, Palkia, and Giratina through Legends Arceus. We found out a lot more about the history of Sinnoh and how it used to be Hisui. I think a lot of it's not, like, overt explaining to us, but there's a lot to say about the Celestica people as well in Legends Arceus. Like, we're finding, like, Legends Arceus allows us to find a lot more shit out about Sinnoh that we wouldn't know otherwise. Do you think do you think we're getting Xerneas, Yveltal, and Zygarde new forms? I'd be surprised if we didn't for Xerneas and Yveltal. I don't think we will for Zygarde. No, we're not. Okay, yeah. I was worried we'd overflowed again. Yeah, 8-10. Oh yeah, he already has 3, exactly. I don't think we'll get any new ones for Zygarde. Or 4. I guess in, like, the Cell and Core, kind of 5. Because there's Core, which is, like, the thing at the core of it. There's the Cell, then 10, 50, and 100%, so it's 5. So yeah, I don't think we're going to get a new Zygarde form. I'd say there's a chance we could get, like, a 10,000%. Like a Zygarde 1,000,000% form. You know, like, how they always do, and there's, like, there's 100% of something, you know? There's 100% of one for all, and then that one fucking time Deku does, like, 1,000,000%. Like, I could see that. That wouldn't entirely surprise me. But... Muscle Guy got done dirty by plot armor. Yeah, but, Xerneas in your battle, I'm certain. Xerneas in your battle, if we don't get even, like, at the least I'd expect Megas. At the most, just new forms. I hope we get proper new forms for them myself, because that means we can use them outside of games without Mega Evolution. Still dying on the Primals aren't Megas hill. And we should have gotten Primal Groudon and Kyogre in future games. But, at the least, I think we'll get, like, something for Xerneas and Yveltal. My bet is Xerneas and Yveltal didn't have enough time to cook in X and Y. Yeah, in Pokemon X and Y, Xerneas and Yveltal didn't have enough hibernation time. They were on about, like, 800 years, right? I could see a possibility where we see Xerneas and Yveltal fully powered mode. Well rested. 8 hours of sleep, you know? It would make 100% of sense. I mean, I guess it might. Depending on when the game is set, it wouldn't make 100% of sense, right? But even if, like, if the game isn't set 800 years before X and Y, then they're going to be breaking the law anyway. They might as well just give us the fully powered forms, right? Well, 800 years before or 1,000 years after, I guess. Felix, hello, how goes it? I hope that your week has gone well so far. Gone off to a good start. Sounds like some Freezer thing? I don't know enough about Dragon Ball. Alright, no, he has a bunch of forms, doesn't he? I mean, yeah, I don't think we're going to get multiple. Was going to say it on Twitch, but close the tab, so another day. Understandable? Would have been a rare Felix Twitch appearance, TM. Haven't watched it, but saw someone explain how they, like, contain their power and go into weaker forms or something. I see. I think it's less that Xerneas and Yveltal are containing their power and more, like, again, like, not rested enough. Didn't get enough sleep. Because Xerneas and Yveltal are said to awaken every 1,000 years, right? In Pokemon X and Y, Lysander used their power and ended up waking, like, used their power to power the ultimate weapon and ended up waking them up after 800 years. I could see cause and reason and logic that could dictate, if Xerneas and Yveltal are woken up too soon, too early, they end up being in a weaker form, right? But if we get some ability in Legends ZA to, like, power them up, then we might be able to put them in, like, their ultimate forms, their strongest forms. That's my thought on it. But to be fair, what they did with the Dialga and Palkia is they gave them their origin forms, kind of like how Giratina had an origin form. So maybe they will just give us Xerneas and Yveltal 10%, 50%, and 100%. New ability is Power Nap. But yeah, I think the other new thing that we're going to get is a new Lati. That's my prediction. I think we're going to get a new Lati. Sleeping meditation is a common skill in fantasy light novels you've read. Yeah, I feel like meditation is generally quite hyped up. And sleep, that's good, you know. Important, isn't it? It's a superpower. What does that do? How is sleep a... Like, I guess if it's the ability to just fall asleep on command, I would consider that a superpower. You know? A bit of a shite superpower, depending on, like, context. Like, if everyone's superpowers are, like, that mundane, then, like, sure. But, like, if, like, there's, like, a guy who can... stop time. Most of the time it just increases resource regeneration. I see. I guess that's fair. That is a useful ability, given that I'm guessing as a fantasy they're having to fight a lot. Four off and then it'll be releasing time. I'm, like, impressed by how long this Croagunk's taken to shine, I'm gonna be honest. Like... I think it genuinely took us about 2 streams to get the first 2. Maybe another 1 to get the, one after. But was it worth it? What do you mean was? We're still in the middle, innit? It will be worth it, you know. Get them Croagunks. It does mean this hunt's also taking longer, to be fair, you know. Without this... I guess it doesn't help that I keep on taking, like, detours. I've done multiple other shiny hunts during this one. And I'll probably do more. Ugh. Do you think... I don't know what that is. Comic book fraud? You should check out the Geometry Dash news. I'm always explaining Mr. Beast drama to you, Jellu, so I think it's time for you to explain Geometry Dash drama to me. Ugh. Make good on your end of the bargain. I have miscounted. You're actually at 812. This one new extreme demon nullscape somehow detects if you use some clicks between frames. It's become a controversy if it should be allowed in the game. It allows people with worse computers to play the same as others. Wait, so what happens if it detects you clicking between a frame? Does it, like, automatically, like, kill you, or...? That is kind of whack, though. I wonder how the fuck they managed that. Like, I might not know enough much about Geometry Dash or coding, but that sounds like something complicated. There's some message like CBF detected loser, and it becomes a huge meme. It's become a huge meme. Oh, so people with slow computers can't play the level. People use the mod to help them play the level if they're maybe, like, the machines they're using aren't up to snuff. No idea. I just heard that it makes the game more even for people who can't play as, well, because of their device limitations. I mean, I'm all for not gatekeeping. You know? Is there, like, an active leaderboard that, if people with good devices use that, then they can... Like, if someone with a good device uses a click between frames mod, does that give them an advantage over people with good PC specs who don't have the mod? Alright. There's this thing called Demon List that lists the hardest levels in the game. And it has the kind of leaderboard for the best players. I see, I see. I mean, yeah, I guess my, like... If you don't have a good computer and screen, you're kind of fucked. Since levels can be pretty insane. I mean, yeah, I'm all for not gatekeeping, but I guess my, like, concern is like, could people with good computers use the mods to get to the top of the leaderboard anyway? Like, to guarantee their spot at the top of the leaderboard. Because if clicking between frames gives people with lower-end computers the ability to play a level, could it give someone with a good computer the ability to do better? I don't know, but the main point is that it's a third-party mod that's not in the game itself, I think. I guess I could see argument for using a modded client maybe means you shouldn't be added to the leaderboard, but it does seem a bit like gatekeepy via specs, right? I think it's kind of lame that they'd put it into their level, because it's fundamentally stopping some people from playing it, right? Like, what you've done is you've added a specs requirement to play a level, and I think that's kind of lame. Well, I'm not sure of my opinion on the click between frames discourse in general, because obviously I haven't played Geometry Dash since I was about 14 and played it on my iPhone. What am I looking for? But I think it's kind of lame to gatekeep your level. Gotta respect the creators for adding insane stuff like that, God knows how. Like, I'm impressed they've managed it, but... technically, seems very impressive. Let's put talent in the box again. Like, if you're stopping people from playing the thing you made, I just feel like that's a bit counterintuitive, right? Surely you would want people to play your level, no? Alright. You Google the mod and it does just what it says in the name, which allows you to click between frames, which makes it easier to play on lower FPS. Does it make it easier to play on higher FPS? Like, that's like my whole question here. Because if people playing on higher FPS have the ability to, like, perform better than people playing on a lower FPS with the mod, if they also have the mod, then I can see why it might be contentious to use the mod, right? But if all it does is help people who are on lower end specs computers, then if you're not lagging them, why use it? Like, like, what I'm saying is, like, does it give people who aren't lagging an advantage? I feel like maybe the main thing it might be that to make it difficult, you need to add all the things to make the level hard to run. Yeah, no, exactly, which means you're fundamentally gatekeeping up people with lower specs. Well, not gatekeeping, but, like... And, like... I get it. Some games have higher specs, you know? You can't, like, expect if you have an older computer to play, like, all the fucking new games. Like, you can't, like, if you've got a computer from, like, 2015, you're probably not playing Sun Wukong, you know? Like, I get that. But, like, if Geometry Dash isn't that kind of higher spec game... I don't know. I feel like I shouldn't really comment on this all that much, given that, again, I have, like... I did watch that Geometry Dash video where the guy made, like, a 3D level. That was impressive. The 3D Geometry Dash level, I was very impressed by. You know, that is a lot of fucking effort for a Geometry Dash level. I'll give him that. But I don't really play enough. I don't really play Geometry Dash to, like, I feel like I'm an outsider commenting on a discourse here. Like, I'm on board with, like, anybody... I'm on board with, like, you know, letting anybody play a level. If they have to use a mod to play a level, then that's fair enough. But, like, clearly there's some kind of, like, leaderboard stuff here. And why would it be a contentious mod if it doesn't give you an upper hand, right? That's my one thought on it. But I do think it's nice when people can play thing. Alright. Oh, fucking yeah! I don't think people actually care about the controversy. It's just a meme that is spread across multiple fandoms all of a sudden. Ah, I see. That's fair. That's fair. Anyway, speaking of controversy, have you guys heard that Mojang's retiring the mob vote? You guys heard that there will be no more mob votes in Minecraft. Like, I think you might be forgetting someone. Who am I forgetting? What? Not Talonflame. Someone with a very big audience. No! I'm not forgetting! Stop! Yeah, basically, no, I didn't. I'm not subscribed to him. Is it a response video to the allegations? No, I was going to talk about the mob vote. They've stopped it. They're not doing a mob vote anymore. I'm not really sure what they are. I'm guessing you mean towards the Minecraft mob vote. But can we get some proof? Can you get some proof? Well, content mango. Well, content mango. Fucking read. Read that. The source is from the camel's mouth. Oh, not that. Do not sub to the Beast Mister. I don't know why I'm even humoring this. You know. Shut up, Mr. Beast. I don't care. I'm not sure if you even heard that. I won't even just DM it to Mango this time. I'm not subscribed to Mr. Beast. I guess I could have just shown it on stream instead of setting it to the Discord. Oh well. Hindsight's 50-50. Anyway, like, I guess it fundamentally makes sense why they retired the mob vote, given, like, I think that's genuinely one of the most toxic, nasty things I've seen a community do. Right? No. I'm lying to you. There was a lot of vitriol over it. I think that's, like, one of the most, like... not fueled by bigotry controversies and, like, uprisings of a community, you know? And, like, especially since Minecraft is, like, as a game, has tried to stay close to its fanbase the whole time. It does worry me where we'll be going from here with Minecraft, and the player feedback they've always been keen to hear, though. But, the directors can't blame misogyny or something for hating the movie. I mean, it'd be racism, because there have been plenty of racists. I mean, yeah, when people hate the movie, it's gonna be for, like, good reason. Chicken sandwich, what are they getting racist about? Well, you see, Jellu, there's a black woman in the movie. And, these days, people are very confident in, their bigotry. So... tell me that, no, there have been like a decent few people being like, grrr, because the Minecraft movie casted a black woman in it. Okay, to be clear, you're disappointed about people being racist, right? Just so we're on the same page. Just so we're on the same page. How dare they cast people? Like, isn't she an award-winning actor and everything? Not that it would be any less justified to cast a black woman if she wasn't an award-winning actor. But you're just disappointed for people disliking the movie for petty reasons like that. Like, it just surprises me how vitriolic people are getting. Like, this past decade, like, racists have been getting, like, bolder and bolder, you know? To the point where, like, there can be a black actor in a movie, and they were like, how... Hollywood's being ruined! And it's like, what the fuck are you on about, mate? Bolder? What? Why have you both said that at the same time? I'm so confused. What? Sound like you were saying that. Like, bolder, like... They say the man who casts first stone. Like, B-O-L-D-E-R. Like, more confident. You're not... Okay. But, like, that's how you say it, right? Bolder. Bolder? Because either you say, like, someone's lost hair, or, like, a rock. Anyway. Racists... Bigots in general should, What can I get away with saying on YouTube terms of service? What can I, could use the good old, Deadpool word of unalive. It's like, it's just fucking ridiculous, how, like, pissy they get. But that's not the point that I was trying to make. The point I was trying to make was, like, the Minecraft community got, like, very, very pissy over the mob vote last year. So I'm not surprised they've stopped doing it, right? Like, it's a very unsurprising thing. Like, I was wondering if they'd keep it. I was wondering if, like, maybe they were deliberately feeding into the fact that people were getting annoyed by it. Because technically it made Minecraft the talking point of the internet for the month. But I guess they didn't like that kind of attention. Which I guess makes me wonder what all's... No. I don't think the Minecraft movie is going to get any changes, because the Minecraft movie is, like, obviously, kind of out of the Mojang's hands. I hope the Sonic theory is true. I don't think it is this time, man. I think they just tried to make Minecraft a bit too realistic, and it looked weird, obviously, because of course it fucking did. I've also heard, like, off the internet, there are people who just kind of do think the design's alright. Like, at day's end, people are already going like, I think we shouldn't be feeding our kids slop. And it's like, what's it called? Like, we don't know what the movie's going to be like yet, you know? I think it's the fundamental truth. Like, we don't know what it's going to be like plot-wise. So I find it interesting how people are acting like, just because they don't like the visual style, it's going to be like the worst thing ever. It's a good indication, to be fair. Okay, to be clear, Kevin, I was joking. I was, overacting. I do disagree with your points that you made about Horizon's protagonists losing, but it was not serious. I was overacting. It's just as the new protagonist, I expected Roy, Dot, and Liko to do better against the gym leaders. I do kind of get that. But I think it also says something that Pokemon battles aren't necessarily about winning. And I think that's an important message in a way, right? Like, to prove themselves in these battles, they don't have to necessarily be victorious, except with Grusha. But, like, I feel like it's trying to send a message of what Pokemon battling is about isn't winning or losing. It's about having fun. It's about trying your best and that kind of stuff, you know? Like, I do hope that they, like, pick up more of a winning streak as we go on. I hope Grusha, instead of just giving Liko a pass because of the next few episodes, we do actually see her fight him again. I wouldn't be surprised if she loses again, though, because I feel like Grusha has to, I feel like Grusha has to overcome his losing is bad mentality. We can all agree Ash had a rocky start. Literally because the first gym leader he ever battled loved rock Pokemon. Not helped by early Gen 1 Pokemon all being part ground type as well. But, yeah, I think it's trying to, like, state as a message that it's not all about winning. Right? Like, winning isn't the be-all and end-all of Pokemon battles. And I think it's also trying to establish the gym leaders as, like, actual powerful forces. Like, Liko, Roy, and Dot have not all that much battling experience in the grand scheme of things. Like, as battlers, they're still pretty inexperienced. So I could see argument that why would they be beating against gym leaders, professional Pokemon trainers at this point. But again, I think it's a shame that they've been, like, on such a kind of consistent losing streak. And I do hope that changes as we start going forward. To be fair, though, it was pretty clear that the difference in power between Liko and Amethio in the most recent episode was explicitly his ability to terrestrialize. Ceruled's terrestrializing was directly implied to be the thing that put him above her. So, in a way, I think Liko is still a powerful trainer in her own right. Becoming a much better trainer in her own right. They still have to forfeit their savings in the anime? I don't think they do, no. Would be brutally extorting money from children after a battle. I think it'd be funny if that were the case, but I don't think that is. I literally just got a Minecraft mob vote over meme. It's true. I said it was... You doubt me? You doubt the validity of my claims? Do you think I believe you? Well, I'd hope so. I'd hope I'd become known as a reliable source of information and news. How am I going to start Cahir News, my second channel? Where I present the news. I do hope we get to see the Horizons cast go to more regions again though, because I find it funny how we started in Kanto, went to Paldea, did a bunch of stuff in Paldea, went to Galar, did stuff in Galar for a bit, went traveling through nebulous areas, TM. It was never really implied or clarified where we were going and where we were exploring. I think it might have been suggested that we were in Paldea for parts of it, but now we've like had a big arc in Paldea. Another big arc in Paldea. I do hope that we leave Paldea and do other things, because it feels like they made it feels like they made the... I know it's the Brave Asagi, but I feel like that's not the name in English. Felix, what's the big blimp boat's name? Oh yeah, they actually released the final episodes of season 1, dubbed on BBC iPlayer. I saw that today. They've fully dubbed the first season of the Pokemon anime, or of the Pokemon Horizons anime. Which I guess doesn't say anything good about how long the Paldea arc is going to last. Although, to be fair, the first season did cover the first, technically, 3 seasons, 3 arcs of the Pokemon anime, of Pokemon Horizons. Because Pokemon Horizons obviously had Liko and Roy set off. Then there was the Mysteries of Trapagos. And I feel like there was a third one after that. It might have just been 2, actually, never mind. It might have just been 2. Can they just keep adding infinite regions to the world without any size limits on the world? Jello, I have this crazy concept called, countries. That most Pokemon regions seem to be based off of. Not to mention the fact that regions like countries like America and Japan seem to be made up of multiple regions. Yeah, but if it keeps going over like 200 and they just keep going and going, feel it. No. My apologies. For once I called you someone else, not someone else you, Jellu. Jellu. If we look at how like Pokemon games are releasing, right, and assume that it sticks like this, assume that every 3 years we get a new generation, we get a new region. Let me Google let me Google something quickly. Okay, so we've got 9 regions. The first 4 were all based on Japan. 2 were based on the US, but 1 was... yeah. You know what, yeah. So, the first 4 were based on Japan, so that's... 194. Then 5, 6, 7, 8, 9. 189. Okay, so 189 times 3. So we're talking 567 years in the future. I think we'll be lucky if humanity's around then. Let alone Pokemon as a franchise. Can't wait to see that. Okay. Didn't realize I had an Immortal in my chat. That's crazy. Lab experiments are crazy. Interesting. So, like, have you considered the consequences, or did you just kind of go in gung-ho at that? And, like, has the American government been in contact yet? I feel like there's a few political figures that they'd be very eager to make immortal over there. Have you considered reading Jujutsu Kaisen before it's over? No, I've not. Not fast. Okay, I'm leaving. Oh, okay. Goodbye, Jellu. Have a great rest of your day. There's every chance you've already gone, but did you say that knowing that I was going to answer that way? Or would you have actually stayed if I implied I was going to read Jujutsu Kaisen? I do need to read more manga, I think. I mean, I don't need to. I'd like to read more manga. To be fair, I still need to keep up... I need to get up to date with Witch Hat Atelier again. I'm guessing there have been a few chapters since I last read, given that it's almost been a year since I read it. It's a monthly manga. Like, there used to be a point where I kept up with, like, a decent few manga, right? But these days I just don't. There was a bit I was keeping up with My Hero Academia as it was releasing. The anime's now overtaken where I'd read up to. I think a few years ago it overtook where I got up to. I was up to date with Komi Can't Communicate at one point. But I've since fell off of that. Same with Nagatoro. I used to read that when I was younger. But, the marketable Japanese high school girl with one specific trait to make her stand out amongst her peers genre isn't really one that interests me. Now I'm an adult. When I wasn't, I was a bit interested. Now, I'm not. Now, I am fundamentally less interested. I just put one of the eggs away instead of the gunk. This is dismal. Right. The eggs are going to be a bit out of order now, but oh well. It will. This is already feeling quite light. Probably not actually, but... maybe I'm just getting strong. able to lift my water bottle without breaking a sweat. I guess maybe I shouldn't be doing that anyway. Even if it is a big one. Alright. $8.50. I hope the next game, whether it be ZA or the next generation, as in, like, whichever does it first, has, like, a moment like Area Zero. Because entering Area Zero for the first time is fucking insane, man. Like, Area Zero is, like, genuinely one of, like, the coolest bits. Like, I love when a game has an environmental plot twist like that. I mean, I guess just regular plot. I don't know. Like, Area Zero in Pokemon Scarlet and Violet always hits hard for me. And then the other thing being the World Tree in Xenoblade Chronicles 2. Like, Moratha into the World Tree, and then, like... I'm sure some people put together in Xenoblade Chronicles... I'm just talking about massive spoilers right now. Maybe I shouldn't talk about Xenoblade Chronicles 2 spoilers. But, like, the big twist of, entering Area Zero is a cool one. Because, like, of course it was always going to happen, right? You were going to enter Area Zero, like... The whole time people were like, "Nuh-uh, don't go in there." But, like, I love it when Pokemon games turn around and, like, okay, it's the final act. Go on, then. Go to this cool place. Because what is that at this point? It's Platinum. It is Ultra Sun, Ultra Moon, and Sun and Moon. Because you do go to, the Nihilego Ultra Space in Sun and Moon. And then... there ain't nothing like it in Gen 8, I would say, and then obviously Area Zero in Gen 9. I guess there's not really anything they could do in Generation, in Legends ZA. Like, I wonder if Scarlet and Violet, and I guess Sword and Shield by extension, are set in worlds without Mega Evolution, right? Because Sun and Moon, and Ultra Sun and Ultra Moon clearly are like the Mega Evolution timeline. And so is Let's Go Pikachu and Eevee. Let's Go Pikachu and Eevee is clearly the Mega Evolution timeline events of what goes on in Kanto. And that's Red, Blue, and Green are all prodigy trainers in their own right, who are then succeeded by, I don't know the names of the Let's Go Pikachu and Eevee protagonists. I think the rival might be called Trace, maybe? But, like, is there much reference to, like, Megas and stuff? I guess there might be to some of the Paradox forms, Iron Valley and Roaring Moon. Obviously, they look like Mega Evolutions. But that doesn't imply that we're in the Mega Evolution timeline, especially since there's every chance that they are sapped from other timelines. Maybe ones where Mega Evolution is a thing. But then again, even if it ain't, because, like, what I'm building to is, I wonder if Legends ZA... We know it's going to have Mega Evolution in it, to be clear. But I wonder if Legends ZA could be set in the non-Mega Evolution timeline of Kalos. And maybe Mega Evolution and Mega Stones we like see them enter the world in a different way. Do we see Groudon and Kyogre? No, we do see them react with their correct orbs, right? I think? In Ruby and Sapphire, I mean. In Ruby, Sapphire, and Emerald. Because in Omega Ruby and Alpha Sapphire, obviously the evil team leaders pick the correct orb up. Because in Ruby, Maxie takes the blue orb. And in Sapphire, Archie takes the red orb. And in Emerald, they both take the same orbs. I guess I've gone the long way around in that explanation. But the point is they took the wrong orbs for the Pokemon. They should have taken the orbs the other way around, right? And they do in Omega Ruby and Alpha Sapphire, and they fucking primal revert. If they'd done that, if they'd taken the correct orbs in the original games, would Groudon and Kyogre still have primally reverted? Or was the Meteor that gave Rayquaza the ability to Mega Evolve the thing that allowed them to primal revert, the thing that spread their primal energy and allowed them... I might be talking stuff we already know. Occasionally I contemplate becoming a Pokemon lore channel, but I think that would be a lot of research and a lot of playing, and I don't think I have the time. I don't know, I was thinking about it, because, like, I've not really seen any Pokemon video essays on the characters. I've seen them on the games and shit, right? Like, there are, like, so many Pokemon video essays where, like, people, like, go into deep dives into the Pokemon games. But I've never really seen any, like, video essays about the characters in Pokemon. And I kind of get why. Obviously, like, a big... People joke about a lot of the fanbase not reading, but I feel like it's, because it's true. I think a lot of the fanbase aren't necessarily bothered with, like, the stories that Pokemon has to tell as much as just playing through the games and battling, right? Like, I think that's why Sun and Moon ended up being disliked in the way they are, because a lot of Pokemon fans just dislike the idea of playing a game with a story. Like, look at how a lot of the big YouTubers play Scarlet and Violet. They literally just fight the gym leaders in a boss rush. Like, so I've always tried to, like, actually interact with the story and other elements when playing. Also just because I enjoy the games. I put Talonflame in the box again. I should have a secondary counter, counting how many times I put Talonflame in the box during a shiny hunt, right? Because I put this fucking thing in the box so many times. I just keep dunking it in there. Now realizing there's a solid chance that I could get to 900 today. But before I do that, I'm going to go to the toilet. I will be right back, but make sure to stay tuned, because we might actually get the shiny today, maybe, who knows? Wow. And we are back. Piss GG indeed. Okay. Let us continue on with the hunt. Egg. Egg ready. Egg time. I love egg. I love egg. Alright. Whoa. 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 Instant egg. Egg, instant hatch egg. Alright. But yeah, it's really looking like we might get to 900 today. Obviously, after we get to 870, it will be time for a releasing spree. Need to remember that, given what happened last time. Not last releasing spree, obviously, but last. Last time I needed to do a releasing spree. I should probably do a quick head count as well. Wait. Yeah, 870 is the next one. 810 was the last. Egg. Alright. How many are left? So 5, 6, 11. Oh wow, we're actually on the exact amount that we needed. Oh wow, we're actually on the exact amount that we needed. Alright. The gunk. The gunk's back. The gunk's back. Alright. What's she thinking? What's she thinking about? She's thinking about eggs. I wonder if I should do some more grinding in Heart Gold and sell silver soon. Issue is I've been playing Genshin Impact a bit again lately. Back on my bullshit. What's it called? I waited a bit into Natlan because I heard that the returning thing rewards have been upped, and I wanted to ensure that I got it, because obviously that gets me a bunch of pulls. Which big fan of. Love a good few pulls. I managed to bag. So you get one Kachina for free by starting the Nutland story quest. Makes sense. I think they should have done it like that with Lynette. And Cole. And maybe a 4-star in every region. I don't think there was in Azuman 4-star. But they probably should have done that before. In just giving you a character when you meet them in the story quest. To be fair, Kachina makes sense. You actually travel with Kachina for a bit. So it makes sense for them to give you Kachina. Also, the whole mechanics of the area. I think it's kind of... Well, I guess it's not. I was going to comment on the fact that the next 5-star is another Geo. Given that Kachina's already a Geo. But I guess it's not that big of a deal. Kagamba. The music stopped. It's not. Yeah, Natlan looks really pretty. I'm a big fan of looking around it. The issue is... I don't know, the possessing the dinosaurs is a pretty interesting mechanic, but I think I prefer the underwater stuff more. Being able to go underwater in Fontaine, I fucking love that. That was really cool. I ain't finished the story yet. I need to be using the... I can't remember what it's called when you've not been on for a while. And they give you, benefits and bonuses, so I just put Talonflame away again. But I need to use, the, benefits of that. Because for the next 2 weeks, it gives me all character materials at all times. Normally, character materials are, daily based, right? It's like one day a specific material might be on offer, then the next day a different one, then the next day a different one. All character materials are available all of the time at the moment. So this seems like a really good time to just get a bunch of fucking mats, right? Like, I could turn to focus on, what's it called? Artifact grinding again. But, like, I need talent materials, really, so... I also need to fight the world bosses more, but that's not the point I'm getting at, is it? I think I might build Kachina, though. I think she's funny. She has a little drill. And when you unleash the drill, you can hop on it and go boing, boing, boing. And deal loads of damage to everyone around you, which is fun. I really fucking enjoy bouncing on the drill. Like, my Kachina is horrendously underleveled at the moment in comparison to the world, but I still just like boing, 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 boing when I get to the enemies. It's funny. But, yeah, no, I'm enjoying my initial exploration on that one. I think I need to, well, the main thing I need to do is complete the, thingy-majobble event that's going on at the moment. What's my pity? I think I'm at 68. Yeah, I'm at 68. Which means if I did another couple of tenfolds, I'd probably get a guaranteed 5-star. I'm not really interested in... I know, I like Milani. I think she's cool, but I think I might go for Xenolen instead. I've heard she's a good buffer. And you know me, I love a good buffer. I kind of need one, because the last few 5-stars I've pulled have all been DPSs. And I look at my teams and it's like 1 5-star, all 4-stars. It's like, I know there's no real need for me to specifically feel like I should have a team full of 5-stars, but I feel like I should have a team full of 5-stars, you know? But, so yeah, I think I'm going to say for Xenolen. And I also do kind of want... Ah, fuck, I forgot her name. Pyro Archon. With her being based on, I believe it's a Maori motorcycle list, there's a chance that, like, her Night Souls thing, like, Mulani has her little shark, surf, inflatable, Kachina has her drill, Xenolen has fucking roller skates and turns into a leopard. I'm guessing, Miss Pyro Archon will have a motorcycle. Did I, like, underfill this or something? How full are you? No, you're, like, pretty full still. Sorry, I'm, like, always worrying about how much water I have. To be fair, there's, like, not enough time left of stream for me to be worrying this much about my water. Part of me wonders about becoming a variety streamer and streaming, like, Genshin and Tears and Animal Crossing and stuff. But I can't take the fact that I do just fucking love Pokemon. Like, the blunt truth is I am fucking obsessed with this franchise specifically, right? I'll be honest, I was going to log in to get the Archons, but I missed the water one, so I'm not sure if I can get back in. I see, I see. I'm surprised, like, loads of people got Farina. I'm like, almost tempted to pull for Farina next time she pops up. She'll probably pop up soon, rather than later, though. I'm not sure if it's Raiden or Zhongli in the 5.0 banner, but it looks like 5.1 might have Nahida and Raiden. So I'm guessing 5.2. The rumors are that Pyro Archon won't be till 5.3. I'm guessing there'll be a Farina rerun soon, is my point. But Farina's cool. I like her as a character, at the least. Easily one of the best Archons textually. $71, okay. Has the pulling changed at all? They've added one singular new mechanic. Where there's like a 10% chance if you lose the 50-50 that you'll win the 50-50. So it's now the 55-45. Other than that, they're seemingly getting more generous with Primo Gems. 5.0, I think you can get about 20 wishes in total. They're giving way more Primo Gems from the Archon quest this time around as well. Obviously, you get a free 5-star upon logging in this version. You just get to choose one of the standard banner characters. There have been no new ones since Dea for some reason. Really not sure why they've done that. Like, I was half expecting them, oh, they'll miss Fontaine and then they'll continue doing it once we get to Nartlan, but that wasn't the case. Like, I wonder if they're just waiting to add, like, another Sumeru, Mondstadt, or Liyue 5-star. Because it would make sense to put them on the standard banner, since those regions are going to be really fucking close to like, the beginning, but there have just been no new standard characters, which is interesting. But that's interesting, at least. We'll see if I do get curious at some point. That's fair, that's fair. I mean, yeah, like, I still think it's solid enough. I'm interested to see where the rest of this Archon quest is going to go. Because Fontaine will be a very hard one to beat. Especially since Fontaine had, like, loads of cool shit going on in it. Like, segments where you are just a defendant in a, like, no, when you're a lawyer in a trial. Gathering the information, putting it together, and making a case. Like, those are all really cool parts of the Fontaine Archon quest. So, it's definitely going to be a harder one to beat. Like, each part of it had something new to keep you ticking on with it, right? Like, so the first two, it was like the 5.0 patch had like all the trials and stuff. Before the 5.1, sorry, story quest went into the prison area with Riosley. Like, it was a really interesting quest that kind of kept on ticking. I still feel like I'm at the beginning of this one. Still getting into it. The characters are still being introduced. And the seeds are still being spread for the groundwork. So I'm interested to see how it's going to get on with it. The story, that is. I'm trying to remember how long the Fontaine Archon quest took to get, like, take off. Okay. All eggs, eggs. Exactly. But yeah. I'm also mad because there's not been a Shenhe rerun banner since before Honkai Star Rail released. Which... not chuffed at. Gonna be honest. Right. 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 Yeah, I believe that does make Kashina the first Geo character I properly used, which is funny because I do have Navia. I just didn't use her. Well, I guess I'm hyped as Marvel vs. Capcom comes out next week. Oh, very nice, very nice. Is that the one where it's like it's not a new one, is it? It's like a combo pack of all the old ones, isn't it? Or am I mistaken horribly? There's every chance. You, egg me. Alright. Yeah, all the odd ones. I think there's about 6 games. Hell yeah, hopefully it's good and all fun. Because isn't Phoenix Wright like a bonus character in one of those as well, which is fun? Is amusing. Frogs, frogs! Froggiest, how goes it? I hope that your week has gotten off to a good start. Frogs, indeed. Frogs, indeed. In 3, yeah, but that's like more modern. Ah, I see, I see. Oh, so, that won't be in the Marvel vs. Capcom that's releasing. Sometimes I, like, realize how long into this hunt I am. Like, I've done, like, over 1,000 encounters for all the Croagunks in total. But man has almost been... wrong order of words there, but 900 encounters. It's funny because, like, we front-loaded this hunt, right? Like, we got, like, 9, maybe more shinies off the bat. We got so many Croagunks immediately, and now we're, like, lagging behind. Now we're taking time. These games are PS2 and below. 3 came out on PS3. Ah, I see, I see. Fair enough then. Fair enough then. Why are we back on Mount Wario? Have a bunch of songs been removed from the playlist? Because we shouldn't be back on Mount Wario, because it's only been about 2 hours, and the playlist now lasts longer. Unless YouTube's randomization randomly picks the next song. 19 unavailable videos are hidden! Oh no, we've lost a bunch of music! Okay, so we still got the Fire on Music. We still got all that. ESP music. We've still got the Sun and Moon music that I... But no, I added that a while ago. What? Tantal? This isn't in order. I'm gonna know this. Okay, so... Oh wait, no. This stuff I already added. So the Mystery Dungeon music still seems to be there. I'm guessing it's some Pokemon music I had on the playlist. Yeah, it is. Village Bridge is still there. But, shit like, Sky Bridge. That kind of stuff is gone now. I'm gonna have to re-add that. Maybe I'll add some more. I find it funny that I managed to notice just because a song had started on the playlist too soon. I know my playlist too well. Although I have fond memories of playing against my dad and losing on X-Men vs Street Fighter while skiing. On an arcade machine, hell yeah. Right, we've got a full team of frogs again, which isn't great. Because that means we're not getting eggs. That means our egg supplies are running low, which won't do. Will it, daycare lady? Give me eggs right now. Chop, pop some out for me. Okay. Okay. Loud. I'm miffed at that. I can't believe there's been another purge. Gonna have to try and find some new music. I'll probably add some Heart Gold Soul Silver music to the playlist, to be fair. That must be 8 tracks? I wonder if I can even remember them all. Village Bridge is still there. Castelia City. No, not Castelia City. Skybridge. 30 indeed. We're about... I think we're almost halfway there. But, I made a mistake making a quick tour to Sword and Shield. Because, all those encounters are for one Croagunk. We are 880 in for one gunk, actually. But welcome to the stream, Beat Boop Bop. I hope that your week has gotten off to a good start. Pre-ordered it, but the physical version comes out in November. I see. So will you be buying the online version to play it when it releases, or will you be waiting until November? What happened there? I don't know, but it didn't do anything, so it's fine. I pressed a weird button and my counter went weird for a moment, but then it stopped. So... it is actually your birthday, not birthday. Oh, nice. Happy birthday. I hope your birthday has gone well. Did your bird from your birthday get you anything nice for your birthday? Right. We're getting the PS4 version in November. You might get it on Switch. Understandable. You got yourself Kirby's Return to Dreamland Deluxe? Hell yeah, I hope you're enjoying it. Shane Brugger isn't here. He loves the Kirby games. I haven't played any of them myself. I might play Kirby in the Forgotten Land at some point. We'll see. We'll see. Because that pink puffball is too epic. He does seem pretty epic. Yeah, I think I vaguely remember playing a Kirby game on Wii with someone once. But I can't remember which Kirby game it was. Nor can I remember much about it. So... I tried to play that. I bought a version from Cash Converters and it didn't work. Oh no. Uh-oh. Well, fair enough. Kirby's Adventure, or was it Epic Yarn? I don't think it was Epic Yarn. Which means it would have been Kirby's Adventure. Or maybe it was a Wii U one. I don't remember that well. I just remember it was a Kirby game. And I played it for a bit with him. And I was like, oh, this is interesting. I barely remember who it was with either. Like, the person who my gut is telling me it was with wouldn't make any sense? I'm not sure. I am rather uncertain. One time I saw a kid try and download a free game and get a virus on his iPad. I was on the train trying to get home and you just watched. Heartless. Oh no. How do you even get a virus on iPad? Like, it's hard as hell to actually download shit onto like an Apple device. Like, I'm actively impressed that kid managed to put a virus on his thing. Maybe it was, not sure if Rainbow Paintbrush was multiplayer. None of these are ringing bells, at least, so... Maybe it was an Android? I guess that would make more sense. Maybe? Still devastating, though. Poor kid. Now he'll have to play outside or something. You know, if he was watching the CahirLIVE live streams instead of trying to download a game on his iPad, then he wouldn't have had that issue, you know? Alright. Wait, hold on, something came out. What does that mean? Like, that could mean anything from, like, a game has just been released to, like, you've just shot yourself. Fell for the you can't win this game advert. I got too aggravated by the shit-ass, Got too aggravated by the shit-ass gameplay. We had the mob votes cancelled finally. I was talking about that earlier. You are late to the party. You were late. I don't know. I think everybody bigged up how bad it was. But it makes sense that they cancelled it given how nasty fucking everyone got over it. Alright. You wanted crab? That's fair, I think. What was the other one? I didn't want dog armor. It might have been crab or it might have been the other one. Was it Seagull? No, Seagull was a few years ago. Penguin! Oh, yeah! Yeah, I think I was on Team Crab. Maybe Penguin? I could have seen a reason to vote Penguin, because making boats faster seemed like a good thing. But I did like the idea of further reach, so I think I probably went Crab. I still don't know what the mob boat is. Basically, every year, Minecraft basically has a huge event, like a Nintendo Direct. Well, used to, apparently they're not going to anymore. Where they announced all the information for the game and like spin-offs and stuff in the upcoming year. And basically one part of that was, in the lead up, they announced 3 different concepts for a mob, for like 3 different mobs. And said, you can vote on one, you know, let the audience like vote on one, you know, to be added to the game. And then people started getting really pissy because they were like, just add all 3! Don't make us choose! So, there were like straight up propaganda posts on TikTok telling you not to vote and boycott the mob vote. But sucks to be them, because I have a cherry blossom cape now and they fucking don't, so... I don't get the fuss over the vote, but I'm seriously angry we voted Phantom and Glow Squid. What are even the other options for the Glow Squid? Wasn't one of them Moo Bloom? Was the other one the Copper Golem? I don't know, I kind of like glow item frames. Okay, yeah, that's kind of like, you can't have all of it. Like, from what I understand, these were like ideas that they'd thrown at the drawing board and they weren't really like certain on adding any of them. So they just compiled them and were like, look, do you guys, like, which of these do you guys want, you know? Like, and because, like, people have been developing this narrative that Mojang are really lazy and Minecraft's being developed too slow or some shit like that, people naturally got really fucking angry over it. Like, sure, maybe the mob vote could have been handled better, but I don't know, I think. It's interesting because Minecraft back in 2010 had this phase of popularity, and then by, like, 2014, it was, like, considered cringe because, like, kids played it, you know? Because it was popular with kids, so, like, it was cringe and for babies. And then it got popular back in 2018 again, stayed popular through like 2020 and stuff, and then all of a sudden became bad because people don't like how it's being developed. Like, I don't know. I think, sure, there are ways Minecraft could be developed differently, but I don't think... I think gamers are way too confident in flinging insults at developers. I think it's absolutely disgusting, and I don't get why people do it. Like, gamers dislike an aspect about the game and immediately start calling, like, developers lazy or idiots, or just making, like, attacks on them, and it's like, what the fuck is your problem, man? What 5 could have been sick, but no, we got phantoms bothering me for adventuring, like, get out of my face. They could have added a new cool underwater mob is my issue. Like, it was the ocean update. We got the nether update, like, a few updates later that kind of added loads of cool new stuff to the nether dimension, you know? I would have liked more hostility in the ocean, personally. I would like more hostility in the ocean, personally. I do enjoy those dog armors, and those chamber things are solid loot. But Crab or Penguin would have been sick too. I mean, the trial chambers are entirely separate from the armadillo, right? Like, I like that the introduction of the dog armor meant they made new dog variants. I'm a big fan of the new dog variants. I think that's really cool. I've not tried the trial chambers yet. From what I've seen of people playing through them, they seem pretty interesting. A nice little challenge to go up against, which is cool. By the way, I'm still trying to devise a strategy on how to stop shit randomly appearing on our boat. I was thinking about how that was going to affect my character and stuff. Sorry, in a D&D last session, a fucking religious fanatic teleported onto our boat, killed one of our crew, and called us all scum and left. So, not chuffed at that. Not chuffed at that at all. Alright. I do very much enjoy Breeze and Bogged epic mobs, but armadillos are just boring. But yeah, as you said, the new dogs are pretty cool, and the dog armor basically makes them invincible, which is good. I played a Minecraft adventure map a couple months back for a couple months. And I tamed a dog early on and it died, and I think that's genuinely one of the most devastated, I think that's the most devastated I felt over like a video game thing dying in a while, you know. I don't think I've gotten that upset at like a thing in a video game dying in like quite a long time. Like, to that extent in quite a long time. I was gutted when Schlinkus died. So the idea we can actually do shit with dogs without worrying about them dying now is pretty good. Why do you want so many shiny Croagunks? I like Croagunk. He's cool. And when you like a thing, you stockpile a bunch of them. It's how it is. Oh, almost hit 900. Sorry, dwelling all the time. And the encounters. And planning out when to end. But yeah, I'm interested to see what they'll announce for the next Minecraft update. The only way I'm thinking about it right now is a magical kind of trap, but I doubt I have the skills for that. Like, the issue is he just teleported onto the edge of the boat and stabbed the guy, right? I think we could definitely, like, try and look into finding, like, some kind of wizardical enchanter, right? Like, we haven't left an actually populated tree yet, right? There's a song around the mob boat, and it's just a cover of We Didn't Start the Fire by Billy Joel. Yeah, the mob boat made people insane, and I think that's kind of crazy. We didn't rig the mob boat, I see. Was it a cover made by a big YouTuber or something? Because, like, that was, like, one of the big complaints people always had with the mob boat, was like, oh, the big YouTubers rig it. Which was true, like, arguably once. Like, let's be real. That was maybe true with the glow squid. Didn't happen again. Like, at all. But, people still got really pissed off about it. And acted like it was happening, because the mobs they wanted to win didn't. Like... kind of smaller, but he made a short, with the intro music from Billy's song. He, just made using note blocks. And it blew up, so he made a full version. I see, I see. But yeah, like, the Minecraft community got, like, really fucking toxic over that vote, so it's probably for the best it's gone, I'm gonna be honest. I think it was a quaint idea to be like oh, you can vote a thing it. It means you have, like, an influence on the game. It means, like, the player's voice have, like, an influence on the game. I think that's a sweet idea. I think that's quaint, you know? But... gamers are really stupid and entitled, and it probably isn't a good system in regards to that. I think there are other flaws with the system, but I think that's probably one of the biggest. But the Call of Duty beta made me quit after it was done already. Wanted to last longer than that. As in, like, you quit deliberately? Or there just wasn't much game to play? I was totally addicted to that song, Billy Joel, for a while, but yeah, we overreacted with the mob vote. Also, screw Dream for rigging the glow squid. Like, the glow sex are cool, but could have been better. I think the glow squid add a nice aesthetic to underground caves, to be fair. If anything, and like... I can't remember. I think... I just didn't really like the Isolager or Moobloom that much, and I think I did vote for the glow squid. Because I wanted more ambience in the caves. Like, I liked the idea that we were getting these big caves now, and the glow squids would, like, kind of vibe in the water there, and I like that idea a lot. And I still do. I think the glow squids are, nice ambience for, caves. I think more could be done with glowing sex, though. I hope they add more features for glowing sex. I think one of the actual valid, like, issues people are saying with Minecraft is they keep adding shit that, like, does, like, one thing. And that's it, right? They keep adding, it's like a new item. It's like, oh, look at this new item. It does, like, one thing and nothing else. Like, I think copper's probably one of the better things they've added as of late, because they keep giving it new stuff to do. Whereas glowing, to be fair, it can make signs luminescent, and it can make, yo, we got a bot over on the Twitch, you love to see it, you love to... Now that I think about it, I've been getting, like, no YouTube bots, it's only Twitch bots. YouTube needs to step down its game on banning bots. They forced you out when it was done, oh, I see, I see. Does it release soon, or is it still a while off? As a map maker, the sacks are pretty useful. Fair, for, like, lighting up signs and making them more legible, or... Shiny Croagunk in bio. Oh, wait, really? Let me check. Oh. I have 16 viruses now. my bank account has been drained, and my Twitter account is now a crypto scam. The sniffer seeds do literally nothing. Cool mob, I have a pet one named Andre, but they're just boring. Yeah, I think, like, again, like, sniffers could sniff out more than just seeds, right? Like, instead of, like, I don't know, I kind of like the idea of it being like oh, look, you can, get, like, new ancient plants from the sniffer, which will sniff out the seed. That's a cool idea, but it was like, there are two things. They do nothing. They look cool. Like, imagine if there was, like, a sniffer ancient food source. I think that'd be cool. Like, I vibe with the idea that they're trying to, like, make more mobs that have functionality outside of just killing them. Like, that's cool. I enjoy that a lot, right? And that's, like, a thing, that, like, a mission that they've been, like, on. Is, like, making it so that mobs do cool things outside of the stuff they drop when you kill them with a sword. But again, like, the sniffer creates the seeds, which do jack shit. Like, it's been an issue for a while. Like, they added the turtles, and the turtle scute makes a helmet. Like, you could add more to, like, the things. Even if it's, like, over time. Like, because, like, so the new breeze rod. I wish scutes and scutes were more useful. Yeah, no, exactly. Like, it just... Everything's useful for, like, one niche thing, and then that's it. Again, like, the only block that I feel like isn't that is copper. And it's fair enough. It's a decorational ore. I can vibe with that. You know? I know some people don't vibe with that. That, like, copper's, like, a more decoration-type block. Decoration-type blocks in a game about, like, building shit. That's good. Contrary to popular opinion, I think that's a good thing. I think there could be some, like, maybe coppery redstone components. I agree with that much. But, like, copper as a block, that's good. You know? Like, copper is like an ore. I think that's good. They've given it a lot to do. But, like, even, like, the breeze balls, and I guess breeze balls are useful for, like, redstone and stuff outside of, that, and, like... Yeah, breeze balls, they might be, like, a very limited item in the sense that, like, they do the mason stuff. But they've got, like, good uses outside of that. They're, like, a useful item outside of that. But, like... Kind of wanted the far reach mob item. Yeah, no, we were all on Team Crab, it sounds like. Now that I've gotten emotionally attached to a dog and lost it, I'm more on board with the armadillo stuff. I will say. Alright. I'm gonna go to 9:15, and then I will move to Pokedoku. I think it's getting quite late. I do need to get my beauty sleep. You know how it is. You know how it is. All my Minecraft pets are stupid. They just fall off every edge they can. In my most recent Minecraft world, I decided I wanted to keep LA as pets. And, once at some point a door got left open. I don't know if I left it open or if someone else left it open. But those fucks ran. like, my base was kind of like it had like a glass dome. I'm still kind of proud of that, honestly. I freehanded that glass dome of that base, and I wanted to like see the ally flying about up the top. I understand if you give it an item, it'll follow you. That's how I got them to the base. But after they're in the base, if you don't want them to follow you, you take the item away. I didn't want to leash them. That seemed mean and limited their movements. I wanted them to just fly about in the dome freely. The issue is they kept on flying down into the bottom. Where there were no windows. And the issue is down there were the doors to leave the base. A couple of those got left open and they flew out. In the end, what I did was I replaced the ladder to get up with water. Because if the LA couldn't swim down through the water, so they couldn't get out of the main room anymore. But it took ages to find them. I can't remember. I think we found them both. But it took a fucking while to. Okay, there we go. Final encounter of the stream. What we getting? What we getting? Another week. We're getting another week of Croagunk hunts. Okay. Let's hop over to Pokidoku now, I think. I should probably... back out of this. We're doing Pokidoku right now? Hell yes. I love a good bit of Pokidoku. Tell me your score, but don't tell me the answers. Don't tell me the answers, but tell me your score. Alright, we got Dragon, Water, and Dual Type. We got Final Evolution, First Evolution Line, and Fossil. Okie dokie pokey. Okie dokie pokey. Alright, Final Evolution Dragon, Final Evolution, also Final Evolution Dual Type. Okay, Final Evolution Dual Type seems like an easier one. Because there are a lot of dual-type Final Evolutions, right? Oh, I know how I'm putting in First Evolution Line dual-type. I know I'm putting in First Evolution Line dual-type Croagunk. Okay, Dragon, Water, and dual-type fossils. The issue is Dracozolt and Dracovish going to get lower than Tyrant and Tyrantrum or not? That's, like, my question. Because, like, Arctivish has pretty consistently gotten low here. But are people going to be getting wise to that? Maybe. I think they're getting wise to it. There are a lot of water fossils. I'm guessing it was Tartuga that was the lowest there. Dragon type! I'm inclined to go Tyrant here. I'm going to go Dracozolt. 23. I think that's going to be in the middle, I think. Because there are 4 Dragon type fossils. 25% would be like each of them getting the same score. So 23, I'm guessing, is towards the middle, because there'll be one with a really high score. Maybe there'll be another with around a 23-ish score. It might be even the second highest, honestly. But yeah, I guess I've kind of flopped with that one. And then I'm going to go Shield on here. No, actually, I'm going to go Lily. 5.2. That might be high, because obviously all the fossils are dual type except Crenidos and Rampardos. Right, dual type Final Evolution. Trying to figure out which generation is the best to go to at the moment, right? Because, like, is it Paldea? Is it Gala? Is it Alola? I could see argument for Alola, like a regional variant. Maybe. Or maybe not a regional variant, maybe something else. You got 2 least common, yo, congrats. But you already answered them, can you say? As long as they don't spoil any other categories. Right, which they probably won't. I'd be surprised if they did. I guess, like, Kabutops, Caracosta, and Omastar count for all these ones. But I've said them now, so you can say them. If those were... I need to commit to a dual-type Final Evolution. Issue is I'm still looking at, like, Alola. I feel like last time I was thinking, oh, there are too many Alola Pokemon with dual types. Not... And now I can't think of any with monotypes. I guess there are too many, like, single-stage Alolan Pokemon. Tyrant for Fossil Dragon and Dracovish Fossil Water. Ah, shit, I was the wrong end of the Bish here, and I said Tyrant. I said Tyrant for Dragon, and I was wrong. When I still put the wrong one. Maybe I'll go to Gala. I know who I'm gonna put. I'm gonna put Mr. Rhyme. The fuck? Where is he? What the hell? Is it just Rhyme? Oh, it's Rhyme, isn't it? There we go. There we go. Time for Wordle because you're a nerd. Best of luck with Wordle. Okay. Final Evolution Water types and First Evolution Line Water types. Final Evolution Water types. Oh, I know who I'm gonna put here. I know who I'm gonna put here. Basculin is it's Mr. Basculin. Alright. And Final Evolution Line Water. I could put Basculegion, but I'm not going to. Or maybe I should. Maybe. Nah, I think there'll be a better option somewhere. Although Basculegion is an answer split in half. Basculegion is an answer split in half, and like answers split in half tend to do better. 1.3. Yeah, that wasn't that great in the end, I guess. Then Dragon Final Evolution and Dragon First and Evolution Line. Hydrapple comes to mind for Dragon Final Evolution. Obviously, the Apple guys are split in 3, but I wonder how common they would be thought of. I'm gonna go with Hydrapple. Although I think Duraludon tended to get lower, right? Archaludon, sorry. I'm gonna go Hydrapple. 5.2, okay, that seems kind of high, actually. Oops. He's Mr. Baculin, he's Mr. Baculin! First Evolution Line Dragon. Obviously, First Evolution Line, the Final Evolution Dragon Mega Sceptile might do well. I don't think it will, I don't think Megas count. So First Evolution Line Dragon types. What's some funky Dragon types? It was Debit. Now how am I going to do Wordle blind? I know it. No, I don't do Wordle. First Evolution Line Dragon types. Obviously like Goomy, but I feel like Goomy's going to be too popular. Skrelp isn't. I should put Dragolage. Maybe I shouldn't have, actually. PokeLateScoot.gg. Welcome you, my voice broke glass. You were just in time for the final doke of the poke. Which Dragon type am I going to put in here? Okay, Tatsugiri isn't an evolution line, it's a single stage. Is Regirex the only other Dragon type in Paldea? Maybe. Duraludon also counts, but I don't think people are going to not put Duraludon. Is my issue there. You keep your combo this time. Procrastination. It's like, what other... No, I think there are too many Gala Dragon types at...
Hey!
Hello! We also got today's Pokédoll. I've heard of Squirtle, but not Pokédoll. You love doing your dolls. If you remove a pixel from that, that becomes dies. What about Unova? Actually, it's going to be way too popular. Dino. I think I'm just going to bite the bullet and put Duraludon. 3.3. That's kind of high. Moshik was 41. I got 55. That's actually pretty close. Weavile was the lowest here. Flapple. Duraludon was actually the lowest here. I was right on that. Tyrant was the lowest on both of these. I almost put Tyrant here. The Bad of Noise. Oh, it was almost as low as Duraludon. Bridgerbax was pretty low as well, and so was Dino. But they were higher than Duraludon. Slowbro was the lowest Final Evolution Water. The list starts to load now. It doesn't display the whole thing, which annoys me. Because, like, before it used to be like you could kind of tell, but now you have to scroll if you want to. Binacle was the least put first in Evolution Line Water type, which is interesting. Bronzor was the lowest first in Evolution Line Dual type, but it was actually equal with Croagunk, so. And then Mr. Rhyme was 0.2 higher than Weavile. Do the Megas count? Does not look like it. No, they do not. No, they do not. Yeah, Hydrapple was really fucking high, actually, so that was a bad choice. Funny, because the other two were the lowest! Infuriating. Anyway. That, I think, is going to be where I end for the day. Thank you all for coming, though. I hope you all had a great time. I certainly have. I will be back on Wednesday with some Pokemon Soul Silver Nuzlocke, so be sure to stop by for that. And then Thursday, I might do more Soul Silver Nuzlocke, because it'll either be that or Dynamax Adventures. Dynamax Adventures will happen this week, but it might be Thursday, it might be Saturday. If you have a particular opinion on which day I should do Dynamax Adventures, speak now or forever hold your peace. But yeah, I hope you all had a great time. I certainly have. And I will see you all on Wednesday. Goodbye and good night.